Good morning, everyone. Thank you for keeping up your yoga practice. We'll start from the mat today. So go ahead and you want to sit down. Cross your legs. First settle down and feel the energy inside as you focus on your breathing. Start with alternate nostril breathing. Go ahead and close your right nostril. Inhale through the left. Closing your left, exhale through the right. Inhale back in through the right. And then exhale through the left. Let's practice alternate nostril breathing for the next minute or so. Make sure your breathing is comfortably deep enough. You've got to feel that difference when you breathe passively and when you breathe actively in yoga. Releasing and breathing normally. So now let's practice some pranayama techniques, other techniques. We have practiced 1:1 and 1:2 and some of the variations of those. Today we are going to do a little more of the pranayama. We are going to inhale and then we are going to hold our breath for about 4 times the inhalation. So if you start with 3, you're going to hold till the count of 12. Okay, 3 and then 12 and then just exhale. All right. If you find that hard, just try 3 and 9. Okay, that is 1:3. So go ahead, give it a try. and then breathe normally after your next exhalation. The actual 1:4 breathing is a little different. What you do is to inhale for 1 count, you would hold for 4 counts, you would exhale for 2 counts, okay, and then you would continue with your cycle. So the purpose of making the exhalation 2 counts is to kind of have more control on your breathing, right? That's the whole idea. If you want, you can give that a try a couple of times. After next cycle, just breathe normally. So there are these 4 phases of breathing: inhalation, hold, exhalation, and hold. Okay, so pranayama techniques are kind of variations of those. So we tried the inhale, hold, and the exhale. Actually, you want to add a hold phase after the exhale. So if you continue with the 1:4 breathing, so you would inhale for 1 count, hold for 4 counts, exhale for 2 counts, and then hold for 1 count. Okay, so 1, 4, 2, 1. That's the proportion, and this really gives you a good sense of what a good breath is, and you also feel that you are in control of your breathing. And I will continue that practice again another time. For now, let's increase the level of energy, which is to do rapid breathing or rapid fire breathing, Kapalabhati. So you would inhale, exhale quite rapidly in succession without really pausing in between for about 15-20 times. That's forming a cycle, and you would practice about 2 to 3 cycles. Okay, let's go ahead and give that a try. A good way to expel all the stale air within your lungs. The emphasis on in pranayama, in breathing within yoga, is to exhale more. The idea being that if you clear up the space, you can get in the good stuff in, right? That's the whole idea. So those are for today some of the pranayama techniques. Now let's go ahead and get to warm up. So let's let go of the legs and bring the feet together in Baddha Konasana. Okay, just warm up, shake your legs a little there. Inhale, lifting the knees up, exhale down, inhale up, down, a few more times. And what you want to do is next time you let go of the knees, you want to hold the toes, pull them up gently, helping you sit up straight, and you want to take nice deep breaths. Now slowly as you exhale, gently lean forward. Take your time. Early in the morning your body needs to warm up, so give it as much time as necessary. With each exhalation, letting go of your head and trunk. And come back up to vertical. Again, let's cross our legs. If you feel the need to stretch your legs, you should. Now let's continue with our warming up the back. So go ahead and hold the right wrist with your left hand, and you want to bend towards the left knee, head down, hold and breathe. Come back up to neutral. Hold your left wrist and then you want to bend towards the right knee, gently pulling on the left wrist down. That way it opens up the top left of your lungs. Come back up to neutral. Bring your hands to the front, walk the fingers away, lengthening your back. Hold and breathe. And walk the fingers back. All right, let's go ahead and warm up the fingers. Stretch your fingers in and out a few times. Rotate your hands at the wrists and in the other direction. Stretch your arms in and out a few times. Coordinate it with breathing, okay? That way you feel it's so much better actually. So inhale, arms out, exhale, in. Release your hands, rotate your shoulders a few times. And in the other direction. Okay. Look over your left shoulder and your right. Come back to neutral. Flex your neck up and down. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Back to neutral. Rotate your head. trying to work the periphery of your neck all around. And in the other direction. Okay, now back to neutral. Again, let's get some circulation back in the legs. Let's go to Vajrasana. So you want to sit on your heels. This is also good preparation for the pigeon. So as you sit in Vajrasana, you want to tell yourself that you are taking care of your body. It's important. You have taken the time and it affirms in your subconscious and that in turn will remind you later on how good it was. So it kind of a cycle helps you keep going. So tell yourself, I'm taking care of my health, I'm taking care of my body. Now slowly as you exhale, lean forward, keep a little space between the knees, stretch your hands out to the front, resting the forehead on the mat. Walk back up. Now into pigeon. So you're going to sit on your left side as you stretch the right leg to the back. Before you settle down, just work your thigh joints, right? And then try to stretch that leg at the back as straight back as you can with the thigh facing the mat. If not, it's okay to keep the knees pointing to the side, okay? So did that little extra stretch, that's the whole idea. Okay, now release and try the pigeon on the right side. Good. Now let's get to stand on the knees. Once you get your bearing straight, let's reach down to the left side, left hand on the left heel and right arm up, pushing the hips out to the front. Hold and breathe the half extended camel. Slowly releasing. Now try on the right side, so right hand on the right heel, left arm up. And release. Again, just for a moment, sit down in diamond. Now from here, you're going to get into the squat. So go ahead and stand or sit on the toes. Slowly see if you can lower the heels down. If not, you can just keep rocking on the toes, warming up your ankles, and if you can, rest the heels. Bring your hands in prayer position, pushing the knees out from the inside. Try to lengthen your back, hold and breathe. So from here, let's just try an energetic posture. So you want to get into the plank, hands below your shoulders, hips somewhere between the shoulders and the toes. And from there into downward dog. And slowly walk your feet up into standing prayer position. And you want to get your arms up into mountain. Gently locking your elbows. Engaging the top of your lungs as much as you can when you breathe. And slowly releasing your arms down and just gently work your arms back and forth. Let's try the tree or the one-legged bird. So go ahead and shift your weight onto your right as you stand on the right. Fold the left into the right. Now if you find it hard to balance early in the morning, you can rest your feet on the ankles or use a support. And slowly release. Okay, so shake your leg. And let's try the tree on the other side. Keep your eyes on a steady object. Typically the ground is a good place. Helps you maintain your balance. Now you're ready, releasing. Okay, shake the leg. Try the standing chair. Keep your feet about hip width apart. And you want to sit down, keeping the kneecaps behind the toes. Straightening your back. Yeah, slowly release, come back up. Right. Let's go ahead and get the shoulder stretch. So left hand on the back, right hand from above, reaching down, interlock the fingers and point your right elbow up to the ceiling. Look ahead. Take the top of your lungs as you breathe. Releasing, shake your arms. And let's try Gomukhasana on the other side. So right hand up on the back. Left hand from above reaching down. Try to hold up your head as much as you can so that your neck is kind of free from tension as much as possible. And slowly release. Again, shake your arms and let's get into a stance. Point your left foot to the side, right inside. And you want to get into the variation of the hero, looking over the left shoulder, arms parallel to the mat. Now I want to reach down to the left into triangle. Take your time. If you need to increase the distance between the 2 feet, you should. And come back up to neutral. Shake your legs. And try the same sequence on the other side. So right foot to the side, left hand side. Arms parallel to the mat. Look over the right shoulder. And then you want to reach down into triangle. Come back up to vertical. Shake your leg. Now let's try the T, the other hero posture. So go ahead and get a chair, a support, or use a wall. And position yourself such that your hip is, as far as possible from the edge of the chair. So you should just lean onto the chair, not really put weight on it. Okay. Now try to stretch the leg out. Try to get your trunk horizontal. And release. Okay, let's shake the leg and try the T on the other side. Good. Now let's release. Now let's get down to the mat. You want to try the twist. So let's turn to the left and back. Place your right hand on the outside of the left knee. Turn to your left and back. Keep your back up as straight as possible. Nice deep breathing. Come back to neutral, and you're going to turn to your right and back. Make sure both your sit bones are in contact with the mat. That means you should turn back only as much as they permit. And come back to neutral. Now let's go ahead and get the forward bend. So you want to keep the legs out to the sides. Raising your arms, you want to gently bend towards the left knee first. Taking your time. Come back up and try the stretch on the right side. Release. Okay. Now bring both your feet to the front and try the reverse plank. Hands at the back, fingers pointing away. As you press the heels into the mat, you want to lift the hips up off the floor. Throw your head back, look up and back. Release, and from here you want to get into Baddha Konasana. So keep your feet together, dropping each knee to its side. Let go of your lower back. Nice deep breathing. Slowly bring both the knees together. Okay, now for an energetic posture. We are not going to do the back bend, but we are going to get a sense for what it is, right? So what you want to do first, bring your feet, comfortably close to your back, and take your hands and place it besides the ear so that your fingers are pointing towards the shoulders, right? So you get a sense of those the muscles in the forearms on the sides, how they are stretched. Now you're not going to lift yourself, but you're going to transition your weight from your back to the feet and the hands. That's it. And see how much you can bear the weight. And release. You can see that is pretty energetic, right? Kind of gives you a good workout for your hands, strengthens your wrist. Now you want to throw that right leg out on the mat, pull the left knee into your chest, hold and breathe. And let go of the left leg, and this time pull the right knee into your chest. Let go. Now for a quick Shavasana. So go ahead and spread your arms slightly to the side and the feet falling to the outside. You want to feel supported throughout your back. And if you have done Shavasana earlier with in one of these classes, what it involves is to focus your attention on a specific area, trying to release any tension from the area, and you do that by moving parts of the body in relation to it, and then observing the energy as you breathe in that space. So start from the top, forehead to the toes, or you can do the other way, whichever way works. Let's try Shavasana for a minute or two. Keep your eyes open if you feel like you are falling asleep. And follow the energy. Slowly warming up your hands. And without any sudden movement, come up to a seated position. You feel your body relaxed. There's no pressure on any blood vessels within. You can feel that. So maintain that relaxation for the next half hour without involving in any strenuous physical activity. And pass the peace. Right? Thank you for attending. See you next time. Keep up your practice.